Hello everybody, my name's Alex and I'm a physiotherapist from Physio Function and I'm going to be taking your level 3 different strokes exercise class today. So as always, we want you to have a challenging and an enjoyable class, but it's really important for your safety that you exercise to the correct level. So level 3 exercise sessions are designed for people who can move their affected leg reasonably well and who can stand with an aid or support, may have some restricted movement in their affected arm. Okay, this class is going to be a mixture of seated and standing exercises. So for standing, it's a requirement that you have a sturdy upright chair or a bench or table for support. Okay, you could also use a Zimmer frame or something in front. It's also a requirement that you have a carer, family member, or someone to supervise you with your standing exercises for safety. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to do a full body session. Okay, so we're going to start with a warm-up, which is going to consist of some gentle movements to get your body moving and to start getting your heart rate up. We're then going to go into a circuit that's going to be a combination of upper body, balancey core type exercises and lower body, as well as some cardiovascular work before coming to a cool down. Okay, so for starters, if you want to, we can start in sitting. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to sit nice and tall in our chairs, back away from the chair. Think about good posture. We're just going to start with some neck movement. So I'm going to get you to look over your right shoulder, back to the middle, and then to the left. Back to the middle. Over the right, back to the middle, and to the left. Back to the middle. One more time. To the right, back to the middle, and then to the left. Back to the middle. Okay, let's go into some shoulder rolls backwards. Okay, think about lifting up to your ears, back and down to the floor. Up, back and down. Good. Really nice big movements. Okay, if you can think about getting your arms involved now, okay, think up and out. You can either do separately if that movement's available to you, or you could clasp your hands in front and do the movement. Okay, let's change direction. So forward this time. Nice big movements forward. Get those shoulders loosened up. Okay, try and make the circles a bit bigger. Get your elbows involved. Get your arms going. Lovely. Couple more here. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to do some trunk movements now. So I'm going to get you to try and put your hands onto your right knee and look over your right shoulder, rotating at your waist. Arms onto the left knee and look over your left shoulder. Back to the middle, arms to right knee, look over the right shoulder. Back to the middle, left knee, left shoulder. Back to the middle. One more each way like this. Right knee, look over the right shoulder. Back to the middle, then to the left knee, look over the left shoulder. And back to the middle. This time, if you hold your hands together in front, we're going to think about twisting and reaching. Okay? So you're going to twist to the left, reach your arms over and out to the side. Twist to the right, reach your arms forward. Okay? If that movement is a bit tricky, okay, you can start by doing a smaller movement. Twist in a smaller movement, okay? Or you could angle the movement a bit lower if your shoulders don't allow you to reach up and forward, okay? Or if you can, we're reaching up and forward, trying to reach away. Think about really straightening those elbows. Really nice. Feel a bit of warmth coming in your waist as we warm up a bit more. Really nice. Let's try one more each way. Fantastic. And then back down. Lovely. Okay, the next one we're going to do is an emu stretch. So we've done this one before to try and get the muscles in the back of those legs warm a bit more. I'm going to turn to the side purely just to show you for demonstration, but please stay sat forward in your chair, okay? You're going to sit forward onto the edge of your chair. You're going to put one leg out straight in front. With your hands, we're going to think about sweeping the floor and then up in front, okay? So legs straight, think about sweeping forward and up, trying to keep that back nice and straight there. Forward and up, okay? If it's a bit challenging for you with your affected arm, you could just do this with one arm, or you could think about your shoulders, just your shoulders coming forward, hands in front, and think about reaching forward and up here, okay? So pick a movement, so coming down between your legs and up. Pick whichever option suits you. Okay, we're going to do 2 more here. Forward and up. Last one. Forward and up. Lovely. So I'm going to come back straight on to show you the other option. Okay, so we're going to change legs. So straighten out the other leg in front of you, sitting nice and tall. So if you've chosen the hands together option, think about reaching down between your legs and coming up in front. Okay, down and up. Legs straight on. That's it. You should feel a bit of a stretch down the back of that front leg. So down and up, trying to keep our chest nice and up the whole time so we're not collapsing down here. Down and up. Lovely. Let's do a couple more here. Down and up. Lovely. One last one. Down and up. Fantastic. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is some marching. So we're trying to get a bit more cardiovascular work here, trying to get our heart rate up a little bit. You can do this one in sitting, or if you wanted to, you could move into standing, holding a support. So if you're sitting, we're doing some marching on the spot. Okay, trying to get your arms moving and your legs moving. Thinking more about getting some speed up here gradually, rather than the size of the movement. If you're taking the standing option, okay, you can stand, you can hold onto a frame in front of you if you have one, or hold your bench or sturdy chair, okay, and we're going to march on the spot. Okay, we're going to go for 1 minute. I'm just going to get my stopwatch timer ready, and off we go. Marching on the spot. Set, trying to get that heart rate up a bit, so you might find you start slower, and then gradually increase your speed as you start to warm up a bit. Really nice. So that's it. So we're going to do, after this one, we're going to do one more little warm-up exercise. So hopefully you're feeling nice and warm and a bit looser. And then we're going to go into our circuit. And keep it going. You've got 20 seconds left. That's it, keep it going. Really nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Well done. Okay, the last one we're going to do in our warm-up is a side step. So, if you're standing up, we're going to step out and in, okay? You can add an arm if you want to. We're going to do 30 seconds one way, and then you're going to turn around, or if you're facing a support, you could just change legs, okay? So that's your option. You can face forward and just change legs if you need both hands for support. If you are choosing to do this in seated, okay, we're going to do side step, okay? You can alternate, or alternatively, you can just do one side, and then when the standing options changes, you can change the other side also, okay? So we're going to do 30 seconds each side. So I'm just going to get my stopwatch ready, okay? I'm going to do standing, so off we go. Off we go. So out to the side, back to the middle. So thinking here, doesn't have to be a really big step, just a little step. And if you want to make a big arm, make a big arm. Okay. With some of these exercises too, if you did want to, so with the main circuit, you could use some hand weights if you wanted to make it a bit more challenging. or some cans of food. But you can do all of these exercises without weights too. Okay, so we're going to swap sides if you're standing or sitting. Okay, and we're going to go to the other side. That's it. Big arm if you can. Really good. Nice. Keep it going. Nearly there. Lovely. One more. And stop there. Lovely. Grab yourself a drink. I'm just going to go into explaining the circuit, okay? So just join me when you're ready. So the first exercise we're going to do is going to be in standing. I will give you a seated option in case you are finding you need to have a little bit of a rest and need to do something in sitting. Okay, so it's going to be focused on our arms. So seated option, if you are choosing to do so, is you are going to do a press forward with your arms. So if you wanted to hold hand weights or a can of food or something to make it a bit more challenging, okay, you could hold them together in your arms, so you could press forward, okay, and then we're squeezing and rowing back. So what we're doing here, we're pulling elbows back, squeezing shoulder blades back together, thinking about growing nice and tall, and then we're punching forward. If you want to, you could hold two hand weights and go forward here, and then pull back, okay? So that's the option. So you could do that without hand weight. So we could do forward and back here, okay? Or clasp hands forward and back here. If you are standing with me, okay, what we're going to do is the same thing, but we're going to do a bit of a squat. So we are going to push forward, squat down, pull back, okay? If you need to hold on to something for support, we're going to do one arm at a time. We're going to push forward and then row back here, okay? So holding on to something for support. If you can do the exercise without the support, we're doing a little knee bend and then rowing back here, okay? So pick whichever option is suitable for you. So if you're doing one arm at a time, I'm going to tell you when we're going to alternate, okay? So I'm going to come over to my support here. And we're going to start. So we're going forward, little squat, rowing back, squeeze shoulders back together. Pushing forward, rowing back. Pushing forward, rowing back. So if you've got your hand weight, push forward. It's going to be working your shoulder muscles, rowing back. Okay? And when you're rowing back, think about squeezing those shoulder blades back together nice and tall. When you're squatting down, thinking about that bottom back. Okay, make sure your feet stay flat on the floor and you're not lifting up on your toes, okay? Think about the weight being even between your legs. Okay, we're going to do two more on this side. And then if, like me, you're still holding on to support, we're going to change legs. Okay, or change arms rather. I'm going to hold my chair on the other side. Push forward, row back. Push forward, row back. If this is your effective side, okay, and you're struggling to reach all the way forward, again, just move forward as far as you can, squeezing back. It's all about using the movement you have, okay? Using what's available to you. Fantastic. Forward and back. Good. Forward and back. You're thinking about keeping that chest up as well. Nice posture. Well done. This is our last one. Forward and back. Well done. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go into some cardiovascular work. So we're going to do a modified burpee. So next to your chair or your support, I want you to have both hands on the side, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to do a step back, step forward, and then you can either clap your hands together if you can stand without support, or you're just going to reach one arm up and you're going to alternate your arms. So let's go again. So we're going back, forward, clap, or reach. okay? I've just got to be careful because my roof's a bit slanted. So I can't reach too high. If you are reaching, I want you to try and think about reaching nice and high or reaching up and growing tall, okay? Now, with this one, the bigger the step back, the harder it is, okay? If you need to, you can have both arms together, hands clasped on top of each other, okay? If you take a big step, that's going to make it harder. You could always just take a small step and that will make it much easier for you, okay? So come to your support and we're going to go for a minute, okay? Ready, set, off we go. So we're going to go back, back, forward, forward, reach or clap. Back, back, forward, forward, reach or clap, okay? That's it. You're choosing and moving at a speed that is suitable for you. Back, back, forward, forward, up. Fantastic. Burpees, although a lot of people don't like them, they're a great exercise and can be modified for various levels. Well, a lot of people don't like burpees. Lovely. Okay, so moving at your own speed. Big reach. Big reach. Got one more. Big reach and stop there. Well done. Okay. We are now going into a balance exercise. So balance and core stability. So I'm going to get you to do this one in standing if you can. I will show you an option if you need you're needing a seated rest. But what we're going to do is we're going to practice balancing on our affected side. So what I want you to do, I'll show you straight on. You could do this facing your bench, okay, holding your hands on the bench, or with both hands on your chair or your frame. You're going to bring your weight onto your affected weaker side and you're going to try and hold there, okay? We're going to do it in sets of about 10 seconds if we can, but you're working with whatever you can. If you can only hold it for a few seconds and then you need to come off, that's fine. Just keep coming back to it when you can, okay? So level one is we're just bringing our weight over, okay, and then coming back. If you can, you're going to try and lift your heel up on the other side, growing nice and tall. Or if you can, we're going to try and lift that leg up and then come down and practice balancing on the affected leg. Important here is to make sure that affected side is nice and strong. Make sure you've got a support and also make sure there's somebody there to supervise you for safety, okay? Main focus, growing strong and tall on this affected side. Okay, so I'm going to set my stopwatch off. Oh, I'll show you, seated option, see before I forget. If you're doing a seated option, okay, you're going to bring your affected leg back and your unaffected leg forward. I'm going to get you to try and come forward over your affected side. So if I show you here, so if this is my affected leg, we're going to come forward over the affected leg. I want you to think about pushing down through that affected leg, pushing the heel down into the floor and then coming back. So you're going to try and think about pushing down, really firing down through that affected knee, affected foot, and then back. So that is a seated option if you need to take it. Okay, so if you're standing next to your support, what's my stopwatch? Okay, and off we go. So we're going to come over onto our affected side, hold, grow tall, grow long, strong thigh, squeeze your bottom, and then come back off it. Okay, and again, come onto your affected side, grow tall, squeeze your bottom, nice and tall. If you can, lift up your heel on the other leg. Lovely, and then come back off. And again, come over, grow tall and long, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your thigh. If you can do, you're going to try and hover that leg off the floor. If that's not available to you, just keep your foot down. And then come back off. Really nice. Onto your affected leg, grow tall and strong. Lift up that heel, you can do, or lift up that foot if you can. You're going to try and hold it as long as you can. If you need to come down, it's fine. And then come back off. You're just trying to balance as long as you can, okay? Come back over, squeeze bottom, squeeze thigh, and lift if you can, or toes down, just trying to think about getting the weight down through that affected side. and then come back off. We're going to do 2 more. And come over, grow tall, lift that heel, really feel like most of the weight is going down through that affected leg, really squeeze it strong. And then off, last one. Come onto that affected leg, squeeze strong. If you're sitting, push down through that heel, hold, and then back off. Well done. Okay, we're going to come into another cardiovascular exercise now. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some toe taps. So you're going to imagine there's a line in front of you and we're tapping our toes over the line in front. Okay, standing next to your support, this is our option. If you are choosing to do seated, okay, you are tapping your feet forward and backward over that imaginary line still. Okay, we're going to go for a minute. Okay, so choose your option, have your support, and off we go. Forward tapping over that imaginary line in front. If you want to add a bit of arms or make it a bit more challenging, you could do some punches. Nice. Halfway. So if you're punching, you could always swap arms now. So you could hold on to your support on the other side and swap arms. Okay, whatever's working for you. Think about moving those feet nice and quickly. Tapping over that imaginary line. Got 15 seconds. Really nice. Set. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Well done. Okay, grab yourself a drink if you need one. Okay, I'm going to show you our last strength exercise. So this is a strength exercise for our legs. I'm going to turn my chair side on so that I can demonstrate the exercise to you. We're doing a squat. The focus of the squat though today is going to be speed, okay? So we're going to go slow down, little hold, and quick up. So that's our focus. This is really nice because it's a nice way of building strength in your leg muscles and your hip and bottom muscles. If you need your support, you could have your bench in front of you, okay? So you could move your chair further forward. You could have another chair in front of you for your hands, or you could have a frame. Okay, so if we were doing it with my bench in front, okay, your chair's behind you there for safety, and we're thinking about coming down slowly. 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold 1, 2, power up. Okay, that's the tempo we're going, so that's the speed. Focus here as well is I want you to think about the weight being nice and even through your feet, okay? Try and make sure you're in the middle. Also, just go as low as you can control, okay? Try not to collapse into the chair, but it should be behind you in there if you need it for safety. Okay, so we're going to go for 1.5 minutes with these ones. If you need to pause, then pause or have a seated rest, okay? Take your time with them. All right. Get your support, chair behind, off we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2, power up. 3, 2, 1. Hold 1, 2, power up. Really think about here, bottom back, weight through the middle of your feet. Hold, squeeze your bottom up tall. Okay? 3, 2, 1, hold 1, 2, squeeze up. If you want to make it harder, hover just over your chair. So 3, 2, 1, hover, 1, 2, power up. Lovely. Try not as well to be grasping onto the side. Try and make it so that you're keeping your balance. So weight should be through the middle of your feet, a bit more towards the heels. Okay, so heels shouldn't be lifted. You're thinking about bending your hips, sticking your bottom back towards the chair, holding there, and then squeezing thighs and bottom up tall. Okay, going back. 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, power up. If you need to reduce the range, go 3, 2, 1, hold 1, 2, power up. So move in the range that's available to you. 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, power up. Last one. 1, 2, 3, hold 1, 2, power up. Lovely. Well done. Okay, that's a really good one for leg and thigh strength. Really good for helping with your sit to stands, okay, and standing balance and things. So we're going to go into our last cardiovascular exercise, which is burpees again. So for 1 minute, you're coming to the bench, okay, hands on the side, thinking about going back, back, forward, forward, reach up. If you can't do some more, if you want to choose a seated option, if you have had enough of standing, okay, option for seated. We're going to go forward, forward, back, back, up. So that is our option for our seated burpee. Forward, forward, back, back, up. Okay? Or if you can't do the clap, you are reaching alternate arms. Okay? So choose seated or standing. And we're going to go for 1 minute. Final push. You ready? Off we go. Hands on the side. Back, back, forward, forward, reach. Back, back, forward, forward, reach. Or sitting, you're going forward, forward, back, back, reach. Well done. Remember, bigger steps make it harder. If you want to make it easier, little steps. Or if you really wanted to, you could just march on the spot and then lift your arms. Well done, everybody. Final push. You're over halfway. Really good. Keep that tummy tight. Moving at a speed that's challenging but achievable for you. Lovely. Give me one more. Brilliant. Okay, let's come back down to our chair now. And we're going to have a bit of a cool down. Well done. That was a challenging circuit, especially with the burpees. Okay, so we're just going to start by taking some nice big breaths, okay, and we're going to do a back stretch. So we're going to clasp hands together in front, reach those arms forward, round that back, drop that chin to chest and take some nice big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Feel the stretch across your back. Big breath in and out. Good. One more big breath in and out. Lovely. Okay, let's bring those hands behind. So base of the back if you can, holding onto the side of the chair, or if you need to, you could just bring your unaffected arm back behind you. We're thinking about widening the collarbones, okay, and head up. And again, take some nice big breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good, really feel those lungs expand. Big breath in and out. Lovely. One more time. Big breath in and big breath out. Lovely. Okay, we're just going to do a stretch for your hamstring muscles now, so the ones on the back of your thigh. So I'm going to turn to the side to demonstrate, okay? So you're going to have one foot forward nice and straight, other knee bent. Hands are going to go on the bent knee. Sit tall in your chair towards the edge, and you're going to lean forward, keeping your back straight until you can feel a stretch down the back of your leg. Hold there, again, taking some nice big breaths. Seeing if you can come a little bit lower, but keeping that back straight. You don't want to collapse into this, so keep that chest up. Lovely. One more big breath. Good, we're going to sit back up and we're going to change sides. So bring other leg out straight, opposite knee bent, hands come on the bent knee. Sit tall, hinge forward at the hips, keeping your back straight, your chest up. You should feel a stretch down the back of the straight leg. If you can, pull your toes up. I'm going to take some nice big breaths in and out here. And out. Good, big breath in. And out. Good, we're going to do one more, big breath in. And out. Good, and we're going to come back in here. Okay, the last stretch we're going to do is for our calf muscles. So if we can, I'm going to show you a standing option, but if you're choosing to stay seated, you're going to bring one leg back as far as you can, okay? Hands on the bent knee. You're going to lean your weight forward and try to push your heel down towards the ground so you can feel a stretch in your ankle, okay? You're going to hold that there. If you are joining me in standing, okay, you're going to stand holding on to your support. You're going to step one leg back, one leg forward, both feet facing forward. We're going to bend into that front knee, keeping that back leg straight, and we're going to hold there. Make sure your heels stay on the ground so you feel a stretch in your back calf muscle. Okay. I'm going to hold that one there. Really nice. Keep that chest up. Lovely. Okay. I'm going to step legs back together and then opposite leg back. So if you're sitting, change legs, opposite knee back as far as you can. And then you're going to bend forward into your front knee if you're standing. If you're sitting, you're going to put your pressure down through your knee so you can feel the stretch in the back of your ankle. Hold that there. And just be really proud of yourselves for what you've done today. For showing up and getting the work done. Really good. Lovely. Okay, so that's all we're doing today for our level 3 exercise class. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, if you've got any feedback or comments, we'd love to hear it, so please comment below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Okay, take care. Bye.